Do you hate women? Do you wear clothes that are way too tight? Do you use the word alpha unironically? If you said yes to any of those three questions, then come on my podcast. Today we're taking a dive into the world of red pill content. For some reason, every single guy that hates women loves to go on podcasts and tell young men how to get women. And today we get a front row seat.
No money, no respect. No money, no good food. No money, no good clothes.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there, boss. Good clothes? What the fuck are you wearing? You're wearing a blazer with no shirt underneath it, blue jeans, and loafers. This is the worst fucking fit I've ever seen. If I see someone outside of their house with this fit on, zero respect. What do you have on? Sorry, back to it.
No money, no house. No money, no car. No money, no friends or relatives. No money, no relationship, no love. Understand what I'm telling you. Let it sink in. Now get the up and motivate yourself. Whoever tells you money ain't they're fooling you. They're just losers like you are. So get up and be a winner. Alright?
Oh God. Where do I start with you, sir? We addressed the elephant in the room, which was the outfit. So he's essentially saying the only thing in life that matters is money, which is quite the absurd take. And he's saying that you can't have a lot of non-materialistic items if you don't have money. Money's purpose is to buy you goods and services. I don't know what money has to do with respect. Now, like car, house, good clothes, yeah. You gotta have money for those, obviously. But I'm not really picking up on why you have to have money to be respected.
And then a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. What would you recommend for those people to do? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. I mean, that's not a real thing.
And then the wife starts cheating. Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely.
What? How did these people get on a podcast? These two clips were definitely like really far apart in the podcast, and somebody just spliced them together, which I'm glad they did because he clearly contradicted himself. So he's saying that divorce isn't real? It definitely is. There's literally lawyers that handle only divorce. So if the man abuses a woman, in their eyes, you can't divorce because divorce isn't a real thing. But if a woman cheats on a man, then divorce. And I heard the other dude chirp in and say crucifixion? This is just pure misogyny. I don't understand how someone can sit on a podcast and say something like that and then later clearly contradict themselves by saying if a woman does wrong, then divorce. But if the man does wrong, you can't divorce because divorce isn't real. Where's the fucking logic there? I don't understand how these people get a platform. Somebody invited them to this podcast just for them to give brain dead takes on a platform with however many listeners this podcast gets. Who's listening to this, by the way? I'm just curious. Who is this made for? Obviously, red pill women hating men, not men, boys. Ugh. This is horrible.
Let's be honest, if all men disappeared tomorrow, shit would hit the fan.
Do you think if all women disappeared, shit wouldn't hit the fan?
It would not be good, but like, society would continue functioning. Men keep society functioning.
What about when men left and every woman became Rosie the Riveter? Shit didn't really hit the fan?
I assume you're talking about World War II. I mean, not all men went off to war, but women did show up for the war effort.
So doesn't that prove that women can rise to the occasion and do male-dominated jobs if the need arises?
With the appropriate planning and time, but the specific scenario is if all women disappear or all men disappear, you wouldn't have the necessary time to introduce women into these critical fields.
So men are vilified and undervalued because if you gave women 24 hours to resume society after their disappearance, we would need more time?
I'm saying men don't get enough appreciation. There's too much vilification of men in society. It's cool to like shit on men from like typically feminists when it's because of men like electricians, people who work in infrastructure, transport, that society functions, and these men are not appreciated.
Sure, I just don't think feminists undervalue that labor. A lot of them are socialists, they believe in unions, they believe in raising the minimum wage, and that affects these guys who are electricians and the one doing the heavy manual labor and keeping society running.
I don't know who this lady is, but shout out her, bro. One point that I would like to bring up is he talks about electricians and people that work in transportation, which are male-dominated jobs. If he thinks that those are the important men in society, then what the fuck does he provide? He's sitting on a podcast just talking shit to women, and when he did try and make his point, she immediately shut him down. Because she's right. During World War II, women took men's places, and they replaced them. I don't know why gender wars are still a thing in 2026, but I'm grateful that women like the one on this podcast are willing to tell him that he's a dumbass. He made his claim. She shit on him. All is right in the world. Obviously, both genders are required to keep society functioning because we could not reproduce without both genders. It does not take a genius to figure that out. And it's clearly idiotic to say that one gender is underappreciated and undervalued in the world whenever the opposite gender didn't even get the right to vote until the 19th Amendment, which was in 1920. So I think it's safe to say that if any gender is underappreciated, it's women who have had the right to vote for barely 100 years. Just my thoughts on the matter.
So do you think I should just drop out of law school and get married and just get kids?
I'm not. Here's the thing.
No.
When it comes to, in your particular situation, what I am saying is that find a guy while you're in law school and be prepared. Like, hey, you want to get your degree? I have no problem with women that want to chase a degree and get educated, whatever it may be. That's fine. But that comes second to your man and your family. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with women having a backup plan, but you need to also be realistic and understand that your success isn't going to make you more attractive to the man that you want.
What? So what he is saying here is that women should put themselves second and some man and the potential to have a family first. So he thinks that women should just put themselves on the back burner and her goal in law school should be to find a man to have kids with? Zero brain function. Women are also not getting educations to make themselves more attractive. They're getting an education to get a good job and have a good career and live a good life. I really hate that these videos exist and they've gained so much popularity because it is so damaging for young boys and teenagers and even women for that matter, to consume content like this. Because teenage boys are going to see this and think that women's purpose on this earth is to serve them, and then vice versa for the women. I just don't understand how he can say that her education, going to be a lawyer, comes second to her finding a man and starting a family. Just the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. This shit's actually pissing me off.
85% of the people paying child support are men. There you go.
That's because most of the time the women are the caretakers of the kids and they take the kid. Of course they're gonna. Because men aren't taking care of their kids. The man just leaves.
But hold on, what are the courts based on? The child's best interests. So who does that align to? The
It
mother.
aligns with the primary caretaker.
Which is the mother.
But if the mother's taking care of the kid, then of course she's gonna be the primary caretaker.
So by default, they win in divorce.
But the average child support payment in the United States is like $400 a month or $450 a month. And like 50% of women don't even get child support. And $450 a month is not a lot of money. You're not living a life of luxury with $450 a month of child support. And you got a kid to take care of.
That's if they're marrying an average man, though. If the guy's successful, even better. We're just saying the odds are not for men.
I don't care about the odds. If we don't argue about that, that's fine. It's this idea that women are going into relationships like already planning out their divorce timeline. That's insane. Nobody wants to be divorced. It sucks. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating.
It sucks for men, not for women.
No, it sucks for everyone.
So obviously the guy with the blue hair is in the right here. The court's best interest is in the primary caretaker of the child. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Whether it be the mom or the dad. It doesn't matter. I don't understand how they can't wrap their head around this topic. This is so simple. Me and my girlfriend actually had this conversation the other day that men are much more likely to leave their child because they did not bear the weight of carrying the child during pregnancy and going through the pain of delivering that child. So they are more likely to leave. And oftentimes that ends in the mother being the sole caretaker of the child. So as a result, the courts often rule in favor of the mother because they're the ones that are actually staying and taking care of the child. And why is he trying to argue about the odds being in men's favor? It's in favor of whoever's actually taking care of the child. The other one is gonna pay child support. That's like such a simple concept to wrap your brain around. I don't understand how that's not clicking for them.
If you caught your guy cheating on you now, what would you do?
Leave him.
Really?
Which is obviously the correct thing to do in this situation. And I await their response because I know it's going to be some bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
When it comes to cheating, I don't tolerate it.
All right, I mean...
I wouldn't cheat. I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat on
Fresh,
you.
you want to give your famous line?
So typically, when you leave a man, right? You know what happens?
What?
You go out into the world, aka the streets. You find another man. guess what he's gonna do?
Same shit.
Same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you just let the man that loved you, that cared about you for 2, 3, maybe even 4 years, find another man that's new, that's gonna do it too. So what's the point of that?
I just don't tolerate that. I
get that
believe
part.
in monogamy. So.
I understand that, but you're gonna leave to another situation with the same problem.
Wait. Question. Are you a virgin?
I was.
You was.
No, the
Until
guy
a year
that she's
ago.
with, she lost her virginity to.
That's the guy.
Which, if I'm going to be all the way candid with you, it's even stupider for you to leave him.
Oh
Even
yeah, because
stupider.
like I lost it to him. I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's why like.
Statistically speaking, you have the highest chance of actually having a successful marriage.
No, yeah, and with him, I know I'm solid because I know like.
So why the fuck would you ruin that because of your feelings?
Facts.
Because like, why are you gonna cheat on me?
He's human.
Fuck your feelings.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, so she said she would leave him. Obviously the correct response. And then he says that whoever she gets with, they're going to do the same thing. You're just saying that every guy is a cheater on the planet? Again, just bullshit. And then he said that the man loved and cared about her, so don't leave him. If he actually loved and cared about her, he wouldn't have cheated on her. I feel like that's pretty simple. The hypothetical cheater in this situation made it abundantly clear that there is not love and care in that relationship for that woman if he cheats on her. And then he said that just because she lost her virginity to him, it's even stupider to leave him, even though he cheated on her. What? I would like to see the inverse of this situation where they asked one of the guys what they would do if their woman cheated on them. Because their response would be, leave her. But for some reason, if a woman says she's going to leave a man that did the exact same thing, then it's a problem. Just the dumbest people on the planet being given a platform on a podcast. This proves that anyone can start a podcast. Just say some bullshit into a microphone on camera and put it on the internet. And for some reason, you'll be given a platform no matter what you say. We see it firsthand right here.
Why would I want to be with a bum?
How come no man in this room has ever said that about a girl they dated? Because you're all gold-digging skanks. We're romantic. We'll take a bum McDonald's worker. You couldn't do that. No woman's ever done that.
Oh my God. Because she says she doesn't want to date a bum, which however she means that, I don't know. That makes her a gold-digging skank. What the fuck? Just say you hate women. I feel like the word bum gets thrown around too much. Like it doesn't, I don't really know what it means in this context. And for some reason, every single McDonald's worker on the planet just caught a stray right there. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. It's a job. Have you seen this job market? It's impossible to find one. If you have a job, good for you.
No woman's ever done that. You guys date up, we date down. That means every ex-boyfriend you've had was better than you. That's why you let him hit it. Because you guys date up. So you fucked up a lot. Could you marry a Burger King employee?
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit you're And you know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him. Why did you abandon him?
What the fuck? What is this guy's problem? He said that men date up, women date down. That's just not true. That's just an untrue blanket statement about an entire gender as a whole. This further proves my point that they all hate women for some reason. And I could guarantee that the dude with the mic is single. Because why would any woman ever want to be with this dude? He's a dickhead. He's a loser.
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit you're And you know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him. Why did you abandon him?
He uses the term abandoned him. And he definitely assumed that it's just because of the financial situation. If this situation was flipped on his head and the man was dating someone that didn't make a lot of money, in this situation, he would never use the term abandoned. He's just like trying to push this narrative that men just have this crazy superiority over women. And it's infuriating. This is so lame, bro. It's so lame.
I need someone financially at my level
A leader.
or higher.
But what if you're married
But
to a leader?
how come the men here don't mind if she's a bum? Because we're the romantic gender and you guys of the devil.
What a way to finish. Men are the romantic gender and women are of the devil. What a ridiculous thing to say. They just make generalized, blanketed statements about both genders that are untrue. Because you can't say one thing about 4 billion people and it be true, because that's never the case. I don't understand how these people have been given a platform. I feel like this type of content appeals to young men with very moldable minds, and they've hit a spot where they've realized that they're a little bit insecure about themselves, and they hit a crossroads. They either try and portray like this crazy alpha male, where they feed into this and they get into the mindset that they are the prize for some reason and that men are superior, because that's what the guy on TikTok who probably has a lot of money is telling them. So they believe it. Or they go the other direction, which is they accept the things that they're insecure about. Yeah, they may take some steps to work towards that and get rid of those insecurities and build self-confidence. And they don't have to put other people down as a result of them going through struggles for themselves. I think that's who this type of content appeals to. And it's just horrible for young men. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later.